Hey guys, so I'm already seeing comments and posts on Reddit saying when is the Hong Kong season coming out? So let's talk release date. And I'm pretty confident I can get this almost perfect. Now, certainly there will be no official word on when the release date will be until like potentially 2 to 3 days before, or maybe a week before if we're lucky. So the Hong Kong season will launch on the 29th of August 2017. The reason for that I'm going to go over, and I'm pretty confident that is going to be the date, or at least very, very close. So first off, history lesson. Velvet Shell was released in February, then it was supposed to be the Hong Kong season in May, followed by the Polish season in August, and then the Korean season in November. So of course what happened was Operation Health appeared, and it completely deleted the Polish season, and instead we had the Velvet Shell come out in February as scheduled. Then we had Operation Health for 3 months, so we had a 6-month period with no new content. Like, we had tweaks to current content, but nothing new. And the Hong Kong season is going to launch in August, with the Korean season launching in November, and the Polish season being completely wiped out. Now, from the sources I have and the information I've managed to gather, what was originally going to happen was the Operation Health was actually only going to be 1 month long, and the Hong Kong season would have actually launched at E3 this year. That's why we had this kind of embarrassing thing where Rainbow Six Siege was at E3 for the first time since the game has been released. It was at E3, but it had Velvet Shell banners. You could queue up to play the game on the show floor, but it was exactly the same build as you could play at home. So it's kind of weird. So as far as I know, the original plan and why they couldn't cancel all this is because it was already booked in, everything was already worked out, and they were actually going to show off in the press conference the brand new season, and it would have been amazing publicity for Rainbow Six Siege. But it didn't work out. They ended up needing a 3-month period to fix Rainbow Six Siege, so they had to go for a 3-month fix rather than that and actually cancel Polish season entirely. If they had managed to get the 1-month Operation Health and it released at E3, the Polish season would have actually gone ahead as normal. So that would have been pretty cool. But that, of course, is not what happened. Now take all of this with a pinch of salt, because none of this will ever be confirmed, and obviously I could be putting everything together incorrectly. I might be completely wrong. But this whole video is about me guessing stuff and putting together information. So let's talk about why I think that the Hong Kong season will launch so late into August, and why I'm so confident that it will. So it'd be very nice if they did release it early into August. That would be very nice of them after, waiting so long for new content. But we have to put ourselves in the business mind of a big company. So this roadmap was released. This is from the Pro Leagues. It shows that Rainbow Six Siege will be at Cologne, Germany this year for Gamescom. And not just that, the actual Pro Leagues will actually take part there, and the Pro League final will also take part there. And you can see that will run from the 25th to the 26th of August. Now, of course, you could release the new season before that, but that would be really bad idea business-wise, It would be very bad to show up at another trade show and show off your game that's already out. It would be much better to have it at the trade show so that people are visiting get excited about upcoming stuff rather than stuff that's already been released. So we know that from Justin's Twitter that the community managers are heading out there. So we do know that they're going to make a big presence at the show. We know the Pro League is going to actually take part at the trade show. So we're going to have a big showing for Rainbow Six Siege at Gamescom, which is going to be wonderful for publicity. So from that roadmap, we do know that the season finals will be at Gamescom, and we have the dates as well. That is the 25th to the 26th. That means it'll be a Friday and a Saturday. That's a little bit different from usual. Usually it's Saturday and Sunday. So that means the finals will be on the 26th. Now at the Pro League finals, they always do on their live streams the reveals of the new operators and it's usually the first proper gameplay reveal that we get, and we get to see all the loadouts, we get to see everything, and we get to talk to the developers about how everything's been kind of thought through and what these operas do, what's the idea behind them all, and we get an in-depth kind of analysis of them, and then we get to see content creators actually play the new operators. So that will be the 26th. Now, they get a massive boost in viewers when they do that. So I really doubt they will release anything kind of similar to that gameplay wise before the 26th. So I believe that will still be the major day for kind of showing off the new operators. Now, I think earlier than Gamescom, we will get some sort of trailer released that will kind of show the new operators and their new abilities, or at least kind of hint at them, or at least show some of what they can do. But the actual reveal will be on the 26th at Gamescom at the finals. And that also means there'll be no game capture for anyone up to that point as well. Or at least if anyone is allowed to game capture, they will not be able to release it. There'll be an embargo, which will either be the 26th or the 27th for releasing that content. The thing is though, from my sources, I do know that the Hong Kong season will be playable on the show floor at Gamescom, which means we will be getting a lot of like phone footage and camera footage of people playing the new season at Gamescom on the show floor before that official reveal. So we will have, I think, the official reveal on the 26th. They'll show off the operators, they'll talk about all their loadouts and everything, and we'll get a proper gameplay and a real kind of show of how good these operators can be from some of the best content creators for Rainbow Six Siege. So that, to me, completely rules out the first half of August. There's no chance, I think, of it being released in that time. It would be really nice if they did, but business decision wise, it wouldn't be. I don't think as well that it can be released anytime during Gamescom, because again, you want the hype of people going to Gamescom to be playing something that isn't out yet. But everyone who's watching this, tell me what you think. Like, do you think I'm way off? Do you think this is total rubbish? Do you think it'll be out way earlier in August? Do you think it'll be out during Gamescom? Do you think that I've completely got this all do you think I've got this completely incorrect and completely wrong, or do you think I'm right? Do you think I've got this actually correct? It would mean that the non-season pass holders get the new operators actually in the next month, which is going to be kind of weird. But of course, the season pass holders will get it in August, and of course that means it matches up with the roadmap. So, you know, that totally makes sense. I think business sense wise, this is the perfect release schedule. I think for fans of the game, it's not perfect. It would be nicer if we did get it out earlier, but you know, Ubisoft's a big company. I don't think they're going to do that. I think they will make a big show at Gamescom. There'll be a lot of buzz. There'll be a lot of camera footage of people playing the new operators coming out of the show floor, and then that will really get the buzz going for the Pro League livestream on the 26th and the official reveal, the official gameplay, and then after that, it'll get released on the 29th of August. So there you go, guys. That is when I believe the Hong Kong season will be coming out for Rainbow Six Siege. Alright guys, catch you next time. Thanks for watching.